The Inferno is a book on a journey through hell written by Dante Alighieri.
Dante stars as his own protagonist in the book. At the time, Dante is 35 years old and he represents mankind and the noble soul.
Around the 1300s, Dante loses sight of the true way and wanders into the dark wood of error.
Though he is lost, he aspires to seek God's light, but he is blocked from ever coming to know God.
While in the wood of error, Dante encounters Virgil, a famous poet who is sent by the angels to aid Dante. Virgil represents reason, and he cannot enter heaven because he lived before Christ's teachings, but he serves as Dante's guide.
Dante begins his quest to find God, but first he must descend to hell with the help of Virgil.
Dante is brought through all the rings of hell and must learn to not be sympathetic to those who have sinned because they brought their fate upon themselves.
Dante enters the seventh circle, which is all acts of violence. The circle is divided into three, and the third division is violence against God, which is also divided into three.
One of those three subdivisions is blasphemy, or violence against God, which is anything involving saying his name in vain or any form of disrespect towards God.
Such as
blasphemy can also include being disrespectful to God by praying or worshiping other gods.
Dante makes his way into the seventh circle.
Dante then sees the plain of burning sand,
upon which descends a never-ending rain of fire.
Those who are condemned here are scorched from above and below.
The blasphemer's eternal punishment is to lay upon the scorching sand, unable to escape or move.
While they endure the scorching sand, fire falls like snow from above and burns them.
Dante sees one man in particular suffering. He's the chief sinner named Campanius.
Campanius is in a never-ending fit of twitching in an attempt to rid himself of the burn.
Dante inquires of who Campanius is. Campanius overhears him and says in reply that he does not deserve to be there and continues to blasphemize God.
Campanius then cries out to the Roman god of fire and forge, Vulcan, to save him from his eternal fate.
Dante tells him he must suffer his fate and must endure as much fire within him, as well as the fire that falls upon him. Feel the burn.
Celebrities that belong in this ring of hell may include Madonna, who disrespected God by portraying herself on the cross at one of her concerts.
Tupac also depicted himself dying on the cross as his album cover.
Jay-Z could also be considered blasphemous because he refers to himself as Hova, as in Jehovah, and undermines God's glory.
Lastly, Lady Gaga could also be considered blasphemous because of the upside-down crosses on her attire and her disrespect for religious figures in her music videos like Judas. The end.
God dang,